So we are glad to do this video with you. Yemi says she want to watch me while I sleep.
Be
And
nice to have some videos.
and you
I would be thinking that okay, what do we want to talk about? So
mm,
I was always worried from the start that what if I'm
mm,
in a relationship? What
mm.
am I going to be saying? So one of the advantage and one thing I'm thankful for is that my partner is able to bring up conversations. It's not like I won't
Why
talk.
so far? Hi guys.
Hi
Welcome
guys.
back to our YouTube channel. My name is Sam
My name is Yemi,
and
the Fav Child.
we're young migrants composed in the United Kingdom. We share about our journey so far, things that you can learn as a young person, starting out in life, the steps we are taking, and the results of those steps, and what lessons we are learning anyway. And just things fun, things relaxing, things kingdom, finance, growth, and all other things attached, right? Because it's a couples channel you get. So there are some things that are attached that we cannot say with the mouth, but we are
Glory.
hallelujah. All right, today we just want to talk about the importance of communication in a long distance relationship. We assume that there are people that would be in a long distance relationship soon or later, and we just want to talk about how important that aspect of the relationship is or can be, and how challenging sometimes it can be because it can be challenging. So we're going to use our story to like unpack this. All right. So I'm going to hand over to the mother of the house, and so she's going to tell us a part of the story.
This
Just
one
let me
you're
just say
saying
something. I mean, something related to
something related.
because I know if I start talking, this one is not going to talk. She's not going to say anything. She's just going to, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. So let us start.
All right, no problem. So, the importance of communication in a long distance relationship. I believe that long communication generally is the bedrock of any relationship, and it's just like watering a plant. It's just like a plant, yeah. The relationship is like the
Bring
plant.
it down a bit because. Hello.
So the relationship is more like the plant, and for that plant to keep going and to yield fruit, you have to, first off water it. So communication is more like watering that plant. Communication is about watering that relationship, making that relationship work. Because if you do not communicate, is a very big issue. It's just like the plant will die, and it requires that you keep watering it for that plant to grow and for it to yield fruit. So communication in long distance relationship, it is a lot. It requires sacrifice. It requires that we are able to share our experiences, share what we are going through, share the situations that we find ourselves in. For example, I remember when we started, it was not really easy because having to balance school, balance work, balance your personal time, it was really a lot. It was really a lot for me. And I am the kind of person that I don't really know how to communicate my feelings. Part of the things I said I was going to work on in 2025, that's one of my resolutions, that I'm going to, work on communication, how to speak, how to communicate my feelings, how to put my feelings into words. For example, if you have maybe an issue, yeah, and you feel like, how do you want to share it with your partner? It might seem like you don't know how they are going to understand. You don't know if they will understand it the way you are feeling. Yeah, that's like the experience I had, because I was thinking that okay, this man is in school. Yeah, Sam is in school, or maybe he's at work. So what I'm feeling at that time, I don't know how to. I don't know how it's going to sit well with him. I didn't know how he was going to, if he was going to understand. So I just tried to bottle it up that I'll be fine. Meanwhile, it's meant to be shared. is meant to be communicated, because you don't know what that person is, you don't know what they are feeling, you don't know if they will understand or not. But it's important for you to just say it, because if you don't share it and then the whole thing now bust out, maybe you try to hold it in, maybe there's an issue you want to like share with them, but you didn't know how to share it with them, yeah, and then you just put it in mind, and then all of a sudden maybe one day you just bust out. So it's just best to say it, just better to share it at that time when you are feeling it that way, so that it will be sorted early enough. So yeah, basically I just feel communication is very much important.
Yeah, communication can be verbal and non-verbal. In the sense that, especially when you're doing a long distance relationship, there are times that you don't even feel like talking. And the fact that you don't feel like talking does not mean you should not talk. Sometimes you feel you don't just even feel yourself in the first place. You just feel like, oh, let this guy go and sit down. Meanwhile, verbal communications is what? With our mouth, communicate. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're fine. I trust you're well. What's up in your life now? What are you doing? Have you eaten? Those are verbal forms of communication. But if you're like my wife that doesn't like know how to express her feelings, you'd have to learn it anyway.
Yeah.
You'd have to learn verbal ways of communicating. But even if you cannot do that, the idea is not to shut out from your partner, because the moment you shut out from your partner, you give a signal that something is wrong, and that something is wrong with the relationship, not even something is wrong with you. All right. So, for example, there are times when we would have a call and we will not talk. Communication is deeper than talking. Talking is very important. Talking is very important, especially in long distance, because you're not seeing yourself. But it's even deeper than just talking. It's not just mere talking. There are times when you would call and you just see yourself. The fact that you're seeing each other, it's a big one. The fact that you're just seeing each other. Maybe the person says that I'm not really in the mood today. You are not going to suffer for it. What they are saying, that's why they are calling you. Now, I'm not in the mood today, yes, but you're not going to suffer for it. So I'm going to call you, right? By calling you, I just want us to communicate, non-verbally.
Just being part of your day-to-day activities, just being part of your partner's activities is also a means of communication.
Exactly. So you just place the phone somewhere, you are doing your stuff, the person is part of your day, and when the person sees that, oh, you're not talking, or you don't feel good, the person can pick up the initiative. I can pick up the initiative and start asking questions. Okay, so what's up with this? That's what I usually do. I'll ask questions, because sometimes it's in a bid to decode what's going on. But in a bid to decode what's going on, don't shut out. If you shut out, you will create a journey. You create a space that you will need to cover up when you come back. You see, so it can be verbal, it can be non-verbal, and I think that it's just understanding your emotions. If you understand your emotions, you can know how to play around it. Another thing I'd like to say is that separate time. Separate out time that you want to talk to your partner, especially if you are very busy. Somebody says that you cannot be too busy for what is important in your life. So you separate out time. If you are very busy in the day, all of that, send some text in the day, send a voice note on your break, or send a video, 30 seconds video. Hey, how are you doing? This is what I'm doing now. It's because if you don't communicate, you grow apart. If you don't communicate, if you don't say what's going on, if you don't let your partner know, somebody that is toasting you in your office, or this person is looking at me this way, if you don't say all those things, you will grow apart. And what are the things that can fill up your communication list? This is not exhaustive. You see, talk about yourself. First, the dating season is a time to know each other. So you need to talk about yourself. Talk about your temperaments. Continue conversations. Have movie times. We tried to have that, but it didn't work because our phone was not even good. It was just messing up the whole thing. She was using, I will keep their name so that they will not come and look for me. But she was using one phone like that. So but it was not gelling, because I was using a standard phone.
Yourself.
I was using you understand. So but we could not have those movie times, but we wanted to,
We
because
tried it actually. We tried it once.
but it was frustrating. It didn't work. It was just, maybe it was hanging. Maybe I've watched her head. She's still behind. Network was just doing sege. If you don't know what sege is, God bless your heart. So I mean, there's all of that. So you can talk about yourself. Talk about the things that hurt you. Talk about your family. Talk about your siblings. Oh, my siblings, this is how they react to things. So that at some point, your partner will not be shook or shocked at certain things that you will be seeing. Find time to talk about your past. And once you know that your partner cannot do that anyway, start talking about it. In fact, talk about it before you go into marriage. Yeah, talk about it. Make sure you settle that thing and say, oh, this is who I used to be. This is what I used to do. I no longer do that, or I'm still struggling with this. I'm still struggling with that. It does not make the person leave you. If they really love you, they will stay. That's the truth. It makes them even love you more, because now you are becoming more sincere. So people always say that I don't know what to talk about. Oga, there's a lot to talk about. And one extra tip I'll give you is that do sofo. You know sofo? You know what they call sofo? SOFO.
Let's switch it up as gist partners.
Gist. There are some gist that don't concern you, but that you must gist. Especially when you don't have anything to say. Just look. I'm not saying you should backbite. No, you can just fancy somebody's dress. Yeah, I just like that person's dress. And I just like that person's attraction. Or the way this person always talk. It's just a conversation starter. It's not like that's what you would do for. No. It's a conversation starter. Somebody wore a very nice dress today. Let me send you the picture. Oh, this picture. Before you know it, you have led. It's a network of conversation. You understand? So you cannot not have nothing to say. It's wrong. All right. So I mean, what do you have to add to that?
I think I remember when, even before the relationship, I was always avoiding anything communication, or maybe conversations with friends, with people, because I would be thinking that, okay, what do we want to talk about? So I was always worried from the start that, what if I now enter a relationship? What if I'm in a relationship? What am I going to be saying? So one of the advantage, and one thing I'm thankful for, is that my partner is able to bring up conversations. It's not like I want to.
Oh, I suffer. I won't lie. People of God, I suffer, because I have to be thinking, what do I want to say to them now?
Yeah, because
she will never start a conversation. She will at least 1%. 99% of the time, it's me that's saying, I'm taking the initiative. It's hard.
Yeah, it is. But you just have to try your best. I try my best to think around that. Okay, what can I even bring up? Like, what can I initiate? What conversation can I initiate? But it is what it is. But at the same time, if they try their best to bring up conversations, you should be able to contribute to it. It's not that you should say rubbish, but if it might require that you take your time to think about it, because I do that too. There are sometimes they will ask me a question, and when we just started, I would just be rumbling around, just saying different kind of things. But at some point, I just had to, okay, let me give me a few seconds. Let me try and think about it. If you don't want me to say rubbish. So communication is in different manner. And also, if you have an issue in maybe your relationship, maybe there was a clash, there are ways you can communicate and manage those kind of situations. It might require that you give yourself time, and especially in a long distance relationship, you should not try. I think we spoke about this in one of our previous videos, that you should not try to sort out issues with chatting. That's also a means of communication, but if you are in a long distance relationship, it's best to sort out some issues on the phone, like the both of you are talking. because you'll be able to understand yourself. Even though you are trying to, increase your tone and everything, you'll be able to manage yourself, manage the whole issue while speaking instead of chatting. Because my brother and my sister, we experienced it and it was but we thank God.
Yes, yes. In addition to that, one of the non-verbal ways of communicating is just watch your partner while they sleep. Sometimes you don't know what to say. Sometimes you've exhausted the day. One I didn't know about this one until Yemi said she want to watch me while I sleep.
Didn't I see have some videos?
And you find out that the moment they watch you while you sleep, there's a connection. You see, communication is to bring connection. Communication is to bring connection. She said something very important. It's the bedrock of any relationship. So anything that can stir up that connection, that can make that connection stay, is a means of communication. All right. So, I said she wants to see me. I said I want to go and sleep. I'm working tomorrow. I need to sleep. Madam says I should sleep. That I should not worry. I should just put my phone here. She wants to be seeing me while I'm sleeping.
What love can do. I'm a serious person.
It's not like you're not serious. I've seen you sleep too. So I saw that, okay, that thing actually led to another dimension of connection. That, okay, they don't just see me while I'm awake and I'm delivering and I'm perfect and they see me while I'm sleeping. And whether I was snoring, I don't know. Whether my mouth was open like this, I don't know. You see, that's another level of connection. All right, because I'm not putting off a face.
You're seeing the vulnerable part of
exactly.
your partner.
I just sleep like this and say, Lord, unto your hands I commit my soul and spirit and body. You see, so that's another form of communication. You can communicate by buying gifts. Valentine is coming. People of God. Valentine is coming. Now, I'm not saying that go and borrow to buy a gift. If you don't have the capacity, be there. Attention. Some people don't even want gifts. If you know the love language of your partner, some of them are not gift oriented. They just want time. That's it. Attention. So if you can devote your attention that day or a part of that day to your partner, it will be very good. Or prior to that day, February 14th, I'm working. I'm going to work. My wife is not working. But it doesn't mean that if we don't celebrate that day, there's no love. Do you understand? But I'm saying that buying gifts, appealing to the love language of your partner, is a means of communication. What you are communicating there is that I love you. All right? So if I don't know the love language of my partner and I'm just pouring gift on her, Yemi is not even a gift kind of person. She likes gifts, but she prefers your time. She prefers attention than gifts. Me too, I don't like gifts. Me, I prefer service, acts of service. That's my top love language. It's not like I don't like gifts. It's not like I don't like attention. But she knows, when you act of service and just try to do something for me that I did not see or that I could have done myself, it touches me. That's on any level. It touches me like, you did this for me, and I just like, thank you. But that is because that's what checks my love. You see that? So ladies are more attention driven, attention seeking, especially the ones that know what they are doing. Some is just they want to drain you, all right? But these are not what they are doing. They want attention. So if you can create that attention through communication, you have communicated love. All right. So if you can buy a gift for your partner this Valentine, at the time this video will be coming out, Valentine will be in 4 days. So if you can buy a gift for your partner, please do buy a gift. If you don't have the money for a gift and your partner understands that, that's okay. Don't kill yourself. Every day they say it's Valentine, but some people don't agree that every day is Valentine. You say you must celebrate Valentine. Valentine is a person. You see Valentine. So make sure that your environment communicates love every time. We are trying our best. Sometimes we fall short, sometimes we get it, sometimes we fall short, sometimes we get it. But the idea is that, especially if you're in a long distance relationship, please find time to communicate. I was speaking to somebody recently, and the person was telling me about how that lack of communication destroyed our relationship. one of the things that actually destroyed the relationship was lack of communication. Lack of communication, you cannot believe that it's a very deep thing. And if you don't learn to communicate now, what you will do most of the time in a marriage is communication. So it's better you learn it now. It's better you learn it now, because when you are married, you're not taking yourself out every day. You will sit down and talk. You will sit down on the bed, you will talk. You will gist, you will play. So people do all these things now. Start practicing. My fellow brethren, men and women, start what? Practicing.
Sorry.
Go on. No, I'm concluding now.
And you might think that those things are in your mind are not really relevant.
Yes.
Those are the things that you should actually communicate, because they are in your mind. You want to share them, but you are just overlooking it. There's no. Meanwhile, those are the things that would solidify the level of communication and what you will be saying.
Communication, even it leads to trust.
Yeah.
When they know that you're not hiding things, it just sparks trust. Like, this person is not hiding anything. There's trust. Something happens today, you are saying it immediately. Something happens the other day, you are saying it immediately. It just sparks trust. It makes a lot of sense. So let's conclude. We bought a new camera. We have not spoken about the new camera. We're going to speak about it in another video probably, because this video is already long enough. All right. So
see ya.
Take care.
Don't forget to
like, share, and subscribe. That's the mantra of a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
Peace
Bye,
out.
guys.